Hey guys, what's up? This is Terabyte, and welcome back to Asagao Academy. Now, we left off out here, where something's different outside Poppy Hall. Woo! What could it be? And then, that was after they gave us all the feels, because friendship. Okay, a palpable tension hung in the air. It was almost humid. Man, what is up with everyone?
I don't know.
Is there a test today? Not that I know of. But as we entered the building and turned the corner, it suddenly made sense. Jared and Paul were arguing amidst a large crowd, spit flying from their mouths while Nick and Josh walked along the hallway, pasting posters of Paul's face over Jared's modeling shots. I thought I told you to stop and take those posters down. No, what's wrong with you? These walls are everybody's space. We don't have to listen to you. And you should know that this campaign is way more important than your little fashion show. No. But mine were here first. Lay off them. This is between you and me, Jared. Leave them out of it. Oh my god, and he's still glittering. I will never get over that as long as I live. I will never get over him glittering. You've been taking up all the wall space with your show. The student elections are much more important. It's our government. The student government doesn't even do anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As current president, I can say with full knowledge and proper authority that the student government does a ton for this school. You don't even know, Jared. You don't even know. What is the student government actually? She wasn't with me anymore. She pried herself between Jared and Paul and was pushing them apart. I ran forward to help her. You guys should stop.
Hana!
Jeez. Don't you screen shake at me. Oops. There we go. Now it's got the cursor doing the thing. Anyway, I flinched. Sorry, Hana. I didn't mean to yell. We want your opinion on something. You're a regular student, a new student. You're uninvolved. Which do you think is more important, our student government or the fashion show? Fuck. I didn't know this was gonna be a choice. Well, obviously, in most schools, student government doesn't really mean anything. But the fashion show also really doesn't mean anything anyway. And I don't know that I want to take the middle of the road option. But I might have to. Damn. They threw choices in, really. I didn't think this was going to be a choice, but there were other times where I thought, oh yeah, they're gonna make me choose between something that they totally didn't, and something just happened, and it's not like, Hot to Full Boyfriend, where I had to choose, every single action, every single day. So, let's see. Which is more important? Okay, we'll go with the fashion show? Or I don't want to choose between you. I don't know. I don't know what to pick. Maybe I don't want to choose between you. They both let out a heavy sigh.
Aww.
That doesn't help us. It was amazing they even cared what I thought. Hana's usually right about these things. You should listen to her. Mai patted me on the back and I jumped. I forgot she was there. Jared looked at Mai, raising an eyebrow. Are you sure, Mai? Don't you have your own opinion? Why'd he bother to ask? Well, if I'm being honest, I care more about the fashion show. I go to the elections because I have to, but I go to the show because I want to. Plus, it raises a lot of money for the school. Thank you. He gestured dramatically at Mai as if her opinion sealed the deal. That's because we made it a fundraiser. The 5-minute bell. Class was about to start. Okay, cool. So it looks like Mai scored points with Jared by me being neutral. That's good to know. That's good to know that would happen. Because we want Mai to be with Jared because obviously she's insane for this guy. So, yeah. And she's our friend. We want our friend to be happy. Yeah, class is about to start. Jared nodded to us and walked away. Paul opened his mouth as if to say something more, but evidently thought better of it. He headed after Jared with Nick and Josh, thanking them for their help. Being a year ahead of us, their classes would be on the next floor. Mai began to follow them, and I gently pulled her arm. Our classroom was the other way.
Oh, Jared.
Oh, if you need any help with the show, I'm here. Her yell echoed through the emptying hallway. Jared, without looking back, raised a hand in acknowledgement. Oh my god. That scream is just pure happiness. Mai covered her mouth and emitted a skull-piercing squeal. Wincing, I dragged her into the classroom. After the drama that morning, I wasn't sure what to expect at lunch. I dawdled on my own, making up an excuse about copying notes, hoping whatever tension remained would dissipate while I was gone. When I got to the cafeteria, it seemed my plan succeeded.
Hana!
We saved a spot for you! Get over here! Mai sat at the Normal Boots Club table, looking like she completely belonged. She waved for me to join her. I sat down next to her at the edge of the table. Josh was across from me. We made eye contact as I sat down, so I nodded slightly to him. He nodded back. I felt accepted. Hey, Hana, how was class?
Hey.
Good, thanks. PBG might have already told you, but we're working together on a project. It's going pretty well. I'll be doing the Is that Gerard back there? In a shy moment of not wanting to look Nick in the eye, I glanced to the side and saw Gerard in the back of the cafeteria with someone I didn't know. Everyone turned to look. He's probably doing some trading. Satch waved a hand. So I borrowed a new drawing tablet the other day, hoping I could use it to make plans for my machine. Satch changed the subject and everyone started talking about that. I, however, kept my concentration on Gerard, who was holding a small figure. Same with the girl he was talking to. Were those what they were trading? Those are itty-bitty kitties. They're really popular right now. I'm surprised you don't recognize them. They're kitty figures of all different shapes and colors. I have a few myself. You know me. I'm hip to the know about these things. They're pretty cute, but kind of a little girl thing. She shrugged. Gerard is known as the completionist around here, and every time a new thing gets popular, he collects them all. I've never seen his collections, but I've heard they're really impressive. You have to be a dedicated person to do something like that. And the completionist? Was that why he was so thorough when giving me a tour? IBK is the thing right now, and last year too. I think in first year there were a lot of people collecting silly slimy snakes, but that got old fast. Teachers didn't like everything coated in a thin layer of slime. I still have one in our room. I can show you sometime. Could be cool. Jared tapped Maya on the shoulder and she whirled around, hitting me in the face with her. I've totally done that back when I actually had long hair. I've totally done that. Yes! I wanted to thank you for this morning. Oh no, it was nothing. Definitely. I mean it. As Jared and Mai spoke, my eyes went back to Gerard's exchange. The girl pulled a second figure out of her backpack and held both of them up. Gerard inspected it and shook his head. She pulled another one out, sadly this time, and Gerard's face lit up. He held out his figure, and they swapped. How bittersweet, letting go of something you love to get something you would potentially love more. What do you think, Hana? My attention was pulled away. I hadn't even been listening to the conversation. Huh? Yes or no? Why do you do this to me, Mai? Yes? Interesting. Mai gave me a skeptical glance and then turned away. I bowed my head in apology and took one last quick look at the intriguing trade happening. The girl left, and Gerard was now talking to a boy with a messy appearance who made exaggerated hand motions. It looked like he just got something that I didn't see. Oh well. So, official announcement, in case you haven't heard, we're having a competition tomorrow. Just a little casual something to get us ready for the tournament.
Yeah!
Finally! We've been planning this one since last year's. My attention snapped back to the conversation happening in front of me. Was this what PBG was talking about yesterday? Hana, Mai, you're invited if you'd like to come. Either way is fine. But let me know so I can plan. How does it work? It's a little thing, some lighthearted fun to start off the new year. Lighthearted fun my ass. John almost broke Satch's nose last year and Gerard twisted his ankle. Satch delicately raised a hand to his nose.
No.
It was an accident. You forgot the part where you almost passed out from blood loss, Shane. I didn't forget. He looked away. I can never forget. Oh my god. I don't know about this. I'm not very good at video games.
Yeah!
Sure you are! Jared will come.
Alright.
Awesome. I'll plan for you to be there. Don't worry, Hana. It's actually fun. You probably won't get hurt. You probably won't get hurt. Probably. As much as I was afraid of possibly losing a limb, I really did want to go. I was glad Mai was there to force me into it. Without her, I would be a lonely transfer, probably eating grass by myself at this very moment. Okay, just because you're a lonely transfer student does not mean that you suddenly become some sort of goat. Just putting that out there.
Yeah!
Yeah, sounds fun. Thanks for inviting us. Of course, it would be rude to have you sit with us at lunch, then ban you from our tournament. Plus, it'll be nice to have some new competition. I look forward to winning. The rest of lunch passed by comparatively uneventful, or at least if anything else happened, I didn't notice. I was too busy staring at the food in front of me, joy and horror mixing in my stomach. There was no way I was going to be even one of these normal Boots boys. I would make a fool of myself. But still, I was getting to go. It was a privilege nobody else shared. Paul looked at me with what seemed like concern, and I smiled at him. He grinned and returned to his food. The least I could do was give it a chance, right? Yeah, I mean, it could be fun. After a long day, class was finally over, and I was ready to go home. Miss Shizuka still wasn't over her breakup, and Mai complained loudly that she needed a new man so the homework would stop being so killer. It was something to do, though. What else would I be doing if not homework? Studying, probably.
Hana!
Before we go back to the dorms, there's something in A32 I want to show you. Come, come! A32? Wasn't that the normal Boots Club room? We're not allowed in there. There's no meeting today, so no one's gonna be there either. That's exactly why we need to go now. Mai grabbed my hand and dragged me through the halls. I don't know about this. What if someone sees us? If you act natural, no one will care. There's too many people around. Nobody will be interested in what we're doing. I was full of confidence that I wish I shared. You and me both, girl. I don't think I'm really comfortable with all this. I stepped into the club room, stopped at the club room door, gently tugging on it.
Yeah!
Sweet! They left it open. Oh, look at the itty bitty kitties! She pulled me in the club room and shut the door behind us. It's in here. Here was a storage closet at the very back of the room, a plain white cabinet. She stopped short of the door, looking expectantly at me. I tugged the knob, expecting it to be locked like all storage closets were. The knob didn't move, confirming my suspicions. Relief swept through me. Well darn, looks like it's locked. I guess whatever you have to show me will have to wait till another day. Or maybe never. Oh, I know it's locked. That's why I have these. She pulled a shiny chain of keys from her pocket, eyes sparkling.
What?
Miss Shizuka's keys? Who gave you those? No one. I'm borrowing them for a little bit. No harm done. She fiddled with the door handle, going through the key after key. I'm seriously uncomfortable with this. Someone is bound to find out. They always do. Finally, there was a small click, and the lock relented. Don't worry, Hana. I'll protect you. Maya opened the closet, and a light shone directly down on its contents.
Yay!
There they are! There they are! There they are! To my utter bewilderment, there sat luminescent golden boots resting on a velvet pillow, encased in a glass box. What are these? I stepped closer to the case and was about to put my hand on the glass, but stopped inches before, wrought with guilt. We shouldn't be here. These, Hana, are the boots. The boots. The symbol of the Normal Boots Club. This is their club room after all. I'm telling you, these guys don't mess around. Is it made of gold? Real gold? It must have cost a fortune. I'd say they're solid gold, only worth 100,000 yen or so. But to really make sure. Mai's fingers wiggled in front of her face. Before I could stop her, she opened the glass case and lifted the boots from the velvety pillow they rested on. Mai, please be careful! Dude! What? What? Is this what I agreed to? That's the case. Ah! I grabbed the boots from underneath, just in case she dropped them. Good thing, too, because they were heavy. The gold was cool and hard to the touch. The boots were definitely not wearable, and anything but normal. Mai bounced them up and down, weighing them in her hands. Her arms flexed as she did so. I suddenly realized why her pats on the back hurt so much. Volleyball made her strong.
Bingo.
Yeah, definitely solid gold. Mimi lied to me. She said they were gold-plated. I didn't believe her, so I had to check. So you dragged me along instead of her. This display of wealth made my stomach turn. Where they saw a symbol, I saw months of food for my father and I. 100,000 yen just lying in a closet protected by a single, poorly guarded key. It might not be a big deal to the students with rich parents, the majority of the academy, but it was more than disturbing to me. Yes, you, I wanted you to experience this with me. Silhouetted by the warm glow of the spotlights, Mai smiled at me. The smile almost made me feel okay with being here without permission. Almost. Plus, when we get caught, we'll be okay. There's no way they can punish you. They really like you.
What?
What? The storeroom lights flickered on. We both turned abruptly, still holding the boots. Shane stood in the doorway. Maybe not that one. You! What are you doing here? That case is supposed to be locked. Well, it was locked. Mai!
Shane.
We're really sorry, Shane. We heard the boots were kept in here and we were curious, that's all. No harm done, right? Here, Mai, let's give the boots back to him. Oh god, we're gonna break the boots. Oh god, we're gonna break the boots and they're gonna hate us. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I was just showing her. We aren't suspicious. You guys hid it away. How was anyone ever supposed to see it? She handed the boots to Shane, who placed them carefully back in the case, adjusting the pillow to the center.
No.
We hid it from people who aren't in the club, like you. The case clicked shut. Shane, I'm sorry. Do not come back here. Get out of my sight. But I am containing my anger now, but your continued presence is making that ever more difficult. I gulped. Maya and I dashed out the door. Alright, well, we're gonna see what happens in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.